Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this morning. This beautiful Tuesday morning. Going to be looking at Matthew chapter 10, verse 37 today. And Jesus, having just finished talking about the battles that are going to be there within the family, and that the members of the family are going to be enemies because they think differently to you and they want to act differently to you. Here Jesus now goes on to press in 37 these words, which are quite impactful. He who loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So he uses two categories. He says mother and father, son and daughter. So he's saying people that you would naturally expect to be really close to, that's your mother and your father, and your brother and your sister, or your mother and your father and your son and your daughter. People who you would expect to be really close to. Jesus says, if you love them more than me, then you're not worthy of me. So you think, what, Jesus got a complex or something? What's the problem? What is he trying to communicate? So the idea of seeing them as more, as it were, more worthy of them is a strange thing, because it gives you the impression that Jesus is looking for something. And in fact, Jesus is looking for something. He says, you can't prioritize them, whoever they are, no matter how close you might think you should be to them. You can't prioritize them over me. Because if you do, then you're not worthy of me. And you think, well, what's going on, Jesus? I thought you wanted me to love my mum and dad and brother and sister and everybody. Yeah, he does. He wants us to love them incredibly much. But he wants our love first. And unless he gets our love first, the reality of this relationship is not going to work, because along life's way, even those most closest to you will make demands of you and requirements from you that will be in conflict with who he is and what he represents. And if you don't love him first, if you don't love him, as it were, most, then you will prioritize those others, even mum and dad, brother and sister, over him. And he doesn't want you to do that, because if you do that, then you diminish this relationship that you have with him. He has to be at the center of everything that we are. Otherwise, what happens is we will make compromises. And he doesn't want us to make compromises, because as soon as we make compromises, we hamper his ability to be to us, to our mother and our father, and to our sons and our daughters, what we need to be in order for them to get the best out of us and our love for them. So it's not that God takes away the love that he wants us to have for them to himself, but it's only as we love him most does he equip us with what we need to be able to love them more than we could if we prioritize them first. So the benefit of loving God first is that we get more in order to be able to give to them more. And that's the tension. The tension is, if we put God first, then we get what we need to be who we are now in Christ. If we put him second, then we will be distracted and persuaded. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Wednesday.